John Shaw. This is at Changes Behavioral Health. It is 2/28/2020, and we are conducting an experiment. We're conducting an experiment to find out the contents of this coffee creamer bottle. There's been some question as to what the contents actually are, and so we wanted to do an experiment to find out exactly what is in it, or more to the point, find out what is not in it. So we're going to test it for alcohol, for the presence of alcohol, and we have alcohol testing strip kit here, and this is very sensitive and will detect alcohol in saliva up to 0.02%. So if there's any presence of alcohol, any residue of alcohol, then this test will pick it up. So I'm opening a new strip here, and the first test I'm going to do is just a control test. We have some Quality House vodka here, which is 35% alcohol by volume. This is the first time I've touched alcohol in almost 10 years, but I felt like it was necessary, and I've talked to my sponsor about it, and we just kind of felt like it was necessary. This is also the first time that I know of that alcohol has ever been in our clinic, but we have a reason for it to be here, and then it will be gone. So we're just gonna test a strip with straight vodka and see what our reaction is here. Okay. And let's see what our next test. We'll let these results go. And our next test is we're going to do a test with alcohol in creamer to see what the reaction, if we did an alcohol creamer mix, would be. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour about a 3/4 solution, 3/4 creamer, to 1/4 alcohol, and that would, if there was a presence of alcohol, that would just be generally like about what mixture that it would be. So we're just going to use the cap. And we will mix it up. And let me see. Let's also wash out our tester here. And we will open a new strip. And okay, and now let's make a test on the creamer alcohol solution. Alright, and then what we're going to test now is the contents of our test bottle here, and this is the bottle in question of what the contents actually were. Now, this bottle was mostly poured out, but we did have enough residue in the bottle, I think, to conduct a test. And so I think it picks up the alcohol, even if there had ever been alcohol in the bottle. the test is strong enough that it would pick it up. So I'm just going to pour out, see if I can pour out any contents that are still in the bottle. Yeah, there's some. There we go. And that should be sufficient for a test. Let me wash my hands first, just to make sure that nothing gets contaminated. And let's get a new strip. Okay. And we'll just put a drop of the creamer on here, and so let's go back and test our initial sample. This is the initial sample from just straight vodka, and that is a very dark green. So we know that on our control, we know the test works. Okay. This is our sample with the vodka creamer mix, so we know alcohol in the presence of creamer also gets you a dark green reaction. One thing I want to add is additionally the date on this bottle. I don't know if you can see it, but it's June 20th, 2000 and or June. What is it? June of 2020, and that was the date that was stated that was the bottle in question. So this is the same bottle. And now let's look at our result, and it should have had plenty of time to at least have some reaction here. So let's look at our result on this creamer. Is we're not getting a result. So we would have one by now, and we're not getting one. So that determines to me it is that there is never has been any presence of alcohol that was in this bottle that was in question. And so we can be reasonably, I'm 100% assured that there's never been alcohol in this bottle. So, successful experiment.